Welcome back to Life Mastery Unleashed, where average goes to die and where warriors are forged. If you're new here, thank you for coming, but buckle up. If you're one of my people, you better strap in because this is life-changing. This isn't about tips and tricks. This is about the code. The code that realtors, loan officers, and leaders live by. When they're done living soft, when they're done negotiating with fear, when they're ready to build something that lasts. If that's you, welcome. This episode might just be the turning point. And real quick, if you haven't grabbed my book, Just Win the Day, hit pause, go to Amazon, buy it, then come back. Because what we're about to dive into comes straight from the warrior path of Jax and The Ancient. The lie fear tells you. Let's cut straight into the truth. You know what's been costing you closings, what's been shrinking your pipeline, what's been stalling your brand. It's not rates. It's not the market. It's not algorithms or inflation. It's fear. Fear of calling the agent who intimidates you. Fear of doing the video you don't look ready for. Fear of rejection. Fear of not being perfect. Fear of trying and coming up short. You might think it's just you, but it's everywhere. And the top producer who's played It's the New LO, who hasn't picked up the phone. It's the agent with 50 contacts and 0 engagement. It's silent, but it's loud in your life. And in Just Win the Day, the ancient looked Jax straight in the eyes and said, fear is not the enemy. It's the invitation. Every time it rises, the warrior sharpens his sword. So today, that's what we do. We sharpen. We strip fear down. We name it and we choke it out. Then we build a life too solid for fear to even find a crack. There is no crack in your life anymore. The moment I burned my safety net, let me tell you where this came from. I had a moment years ago working this business. It's not easy. And I know that. You know, the money was still good and all that, but damn, it was not easy to get up and want to continue doing this. But I had this fire. I had this vision. I knew I was called for more than just that. And every time I thought about walking away, fear would show up like a damn SWAT team. Who are you to think you can start over? What if you lose the house? What if your wife stops believing in you? What if your kids watch you fail and you're not their hero anymore? Then one night, 2:37 a.m., I was pacing downstairs, staring at the ceiling, and I heard something louder than fear. It was regret. That voice said, you're already failing. You're just not doing it slowly enough to get away with it. So the next morning, I walked in, I jumped on, I said, I'm back. It's on now. It was literally one night. That next day, by the way, I stayed up from 2:37. I ended up getting to the office around 5:30. And then it hit me. It hit me about Jax. So Jax, he stood in front of the gate. The test he knew he wasn't ready for. And the ancient said this: a man does not wait until he is ready to enter the arena. The arena makes him ready. Think about that. That's your life right now. This episode is your arena. I know a lot of you are struggling. I can feel it. I see it. I see it on people's faces. Man, so we got to go through the 5F blueprint. Okay, this is how I live my life like this. And it's the fear-crushing code. Fear lives in the dark. So we're dragging it, kicking and screaming back into the light. Law number one, you got to name it and move. Write it down. Say it out loud. I'm scared I'm not good enough. I'm scared I'm never going to reach the top producer level. I'm scared my best days are behind me. Now, take one step. Prove that voice wrong. Call the person, launch the video, book the room, sign the damn paper. Law 2, you got to reframe it. Fear isn't the end, it's the starting line. Rejection, that's practice. Failure, that's feedback. No's, they're just reps. Jax once said, I used to see fear as fire. Now I walk through it like smoke. Think about that. Law 3, train courage. Courage isn't a feeling, it's a system. It's what you do when no one claps. When your voice shakes when you want to quit, but instead you push. Nobody's clapping for you when you're not winning. It's when we really need it, though. Every day you ignore fear, you become unstoppable. The 5F blueprint. This is the core of domination. So let's go deeper, because once you break fear, you better have something powerful to build with it. I call it the 5 F's. Faith, family, fitness, finance, future. It's how you own your life completely. Let's go F by F. 1, faith. Anchor your soul. If your soul's empty, don't expect your business to feel full. I'm not talking religion. I'm talking connection to something higher, to a purpose, to an identity. Every morning I journal, I pray, I reflect, and I write down 5 things I'm grateful for. Not to feel holy, to feel solid. When the market's chaos, faith is the compass, and it's the sword. Jax learned this early when he was broken down, and the Ancient told him, no man can conquer the world until he's answered who he is beneath it. Start there every morning, 5 minutes. That's how warriors reset. Second is family. Lead at home. This one hits deep. I was almost a guy, lost his wife and kids while building a business they didn't even care about. They didn't even know about. Providing isn't enough, people. Presence is required. Agents, you're not successful if your marriage is a war zone. LOs, you're not winning if your kids are strangers. I set a rule. Dinner together, phones off. One-on-one time with each kid. Intentional words. Period. Give me 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 thing you're going to do about it today. That's how I do it. Jax had a face hit too. He wanted to save his kingdom and couldn't even lead his household. Don't conquer distant lands if your home is falling to ashes. Start small, but start leading. Fitness. This is my go-to, by the way. You gotta forge the machine. You think this industry's hard? Try doing it with 0 energy. Try handling rejection with a foggy brain. Try leading teams when you're ashamed of your reflection. Your body is your machine. Train it, fuel it, respect it. For me, it's 5 a.m., baby. It's 2 miles outside walk, 10-mile ride, 300 reps at the gym every day, 7 days a week, no excuses. Within months, I wasn't just stronger and sharper and faster and more confident. I literally walk into rooms like I own them. Jax had to face this too. The warrior does not worship his body. He forges it into a weapon. Fourth is your finances. You got to own your freedom. You need to own your freedom. You make $20K a month and live like a broke intern. Stop lying to yourself. Debt is not a strategy. Flexing is not wealth. Track every dollar, build reserves, grow passive streams. Suffer now, live later. And just win the day, Jax is almost power without discipline, and he refuses. What's the point of freedom if you've sold your soul to survive? Money's not the goal. Freedom is. And freedom requires control. Number 5, future. Claim your legacy. Most people react to life. You're going to design it. You want to build something real? Start with a vision. What does your life look like 5 years from now? What team have you built? What impact have you made around your circle? What's your blast radius? What have you created that lives on without you? Write it, see it, then reverse engineer it. Jax finally understood this. The warrior doesn't fight for today's glory. He fights for a legacy written in the hearts of those who follow. So write your legacy, then go live it. Here's the execution code and where the blueprint lives. Let's talk how. Because vision without execution is delusion. Here's your operating system. Decide fast, act faster. Don't wait. 60 seconds to decide, 24 hours to move. Burn the boats. If you keep a plan B, you'll take it. Go all in for once. Celebrate the scars, every tough call, every failed pitch, every uncomfortable moment. Log it, track it. You're building scar tissue that makes you untouchable. So, here's the domination challenge, your marching orders. Here's your weekly challenge. Do these, track them, win the day. Call out your fear, write it, face it, attack it. Faith first, 5 minutes every morning, lock it in. Lead at home, 1 hour this week, fully present, no distractions. And move every day, 30 minutes, sweat. Track your money for 3 days. Write down your legacy, 5-year vision, and start working towards it. Closing code. I'm going to close this episode with a line that ends chapter 19 of Just Win the Day. Jax is standing over the ashes of his past. He looks at the ancient and says, I thought I was here to be saved, but now I see I was here to be forged. And that's you. You're not here to be rescued. You're here to be sharpened, to be tested, to be built into something that fear can't control. You want to be a top producer, lead your family, command a room, live with peace and power, then you know the mission. Just win the day. Not tomorrow, not next quarter, today. Grab the book. Share this episode with someone who's stuck. And remember, out-grind, out-work, out-hustle everyone. And as always, just win the day.
Okay, Flaming Dragon. Fuckface. First, take a big step back
and literally fuck your own